Yes, everyone, hope we're all good, and a big shout out to everyone out there who likes, shares and comments on this channel. I'm in Preston. The last time I was here was a while back now, but it was a night time event. I haven't actually came to the city centre during the day. Have a little look around, eh? Check it out. Are you busy? You busy?
Yeah, no.
What are you? PCSO?
Yeah.
I thought that was a police cap there. You looked the part there, lad.
Thank you.
Is that a stab vest?
Yeah, this one is, yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit tight on you.
I know. Warm though.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm sound. What's that over there, lad?
It's the old orphanage.
Is it?
I don't know what they're doing with it. I know they've been renovating it for a little bit now.
Okay, so that's the old orphanage.
It is.
I'm going to take a little look at that, my mate.
No, just don't go inside.
Well, will you arrest me?
You could do. Trespassing, innit?
Yeah, I'll chicken you. Nice one anyway. So the PCSO said this was the old orphanage. Looks like one as well, look at it. There's vandal grease all around the edges. Just slip in there, wouldn't you? Look at it, there must be another point of view. Check out the old church there. Gorgeous. Sun's out, guns out. Get them guns out, lad. They've kept the old cobble road here. I'm sound.
How's it going, man? I watch you all the time on YouTube.
Was that you looking at me before?
Yeah, Tomo. I think I've been silent, you know, bro.
Have you?
I've just done a 16 and a half myself.
You're on camera, by the way.
Yeah, I'm alright with that, bro.
Aye.
That, brother. Yeah, I seen you when I went past before. That's why I was looking. I thought, yeah, I know, man.
So have you just got out after a 16 and a half?
Yeah, I've been out nearly 12 months now. I'm doing alright.
So you know you got a 16 and a half, right?
Yeah.
How long did you have to do?
I did half, but originally I got 21 years, but the rest was run concurrent with my time. But then when I've gone inside, but mine was just straight, I had no IPP, no bullshit. So I did me halfway, but when I'd gone out, I'd gone for get my kids from the school.
Yeah.
In an hostel, undercover coppers gripped me, ended up whacking them, man.
So you've got your licence as well,
Yeah, back, and then after that, I just weren't interested because I'd done every course. I'd tried to achieve everything possible while I was in there, because you know yourself, they put a carrot there.
Yeah.
And when you get to that carrot, they move that carrot even further.
Yeah, it's the OMU, they're all over you, aren't they?
But OMU, probation, a lot of them, mental health's worse one.
Yeah.
Open up to us, talk to us, you do that, they use everything against you to keep you in then. You know what I mean? Innit? Yeah, I've got mental health problems, yeah, alright, he's unstable to be released now.
Yeah,
you know?
so you can't win for losing, really.
No.
So, right, I know it's, I don't really glamorise him.
Yeah, of course, no.
What would you say, like, has changed your attitude towards going back? If it has, like...
If I'm totally honest with you, I think I've just got to a stage, like, in my younger years, I'm not going to go through the malarkey with the violins, typical upbringing, family
yeah, we've all been there,
all
yeah.
the shebang. And then for years, I used to hate the world, hate everybody else. Why did they get that? Why did that person? I think it's just maturity growing up.
Yeah.
Not only that, you know yourself in there. Once you've been once, you got a second time, then it doesn't bother you no more. It's just basically, it's just taking your time and nothing else.
Yeah, it becomes normal, doesn't it?
Well, I started working with disabled kids in that rock climbing, canoeing and that Mendip Lodge, working with Princess Trust. I started doing that from in jail.
So is that what you're doing now?
No, at the moment, I won't even lie, Sod's Lawyers kept my head down, stayed out where I was hitting head with an hammer about 6 months. Got a fractured skull, we had a brain injury. This first time I've been out in ages.
Okay.
First time today, but I thought I started getting bad anxiety, phobias. but not remembering names. Everything's coming back to me now.
Yeah, but you know what? You're quite confident on camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's because I know you more. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I feel more comfortable because I've watched you nearly every day.
It's mad that, innit? You know when like people come up to you say hello, Bill, how are you? And I go,
Yeah.
You know, I forget that people are out there watching the channel.
Well, not just that, bro. Yeah, you're polite, you're well mannered, and if you listen, I know you from the old you. You know what I mean? By rights, if you wanted, you could pull the fucking arms, legs, and then literally leave their fucking head for next year for send back to the man. Innit, lad? You know what I mean? But you're not that person. You know, you're a role model, you're a positive person, you're trying to do something good out there. You know, half of these people, that small-minded, they don't understand. They think you're right there trying to give it the big, but they don't realise you're trying to educate people, let people
I'd rather walk away than
it's not, it's getting the message out there, it's talking to the people on the street, not the ones that are getting paid to write shit, the ones that are living it and experience it, do you know what I mean?
Real stories, real lives.
I've just seen police go down there, guarantee you they'll pull us, they always do. I'm just going to move out where I always do. They just start shit with me every time. I just can't be doing with a bastard.
What's your name again?
Tomo, mate.
Tomo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, mate.
Take it easy.
I'll give you a message on YouTube.
Nice one.
God bless you, bro.
Take care, Tomo.
Nice to see you a role model, mate, to others, kid.
Nice one, Tomo. He was a nice enough kid. Reminds me of myself. Going down them fucking dark roads. Trying your best to get your shit together. You know, you're up against all kinds of hurdles. You know, it just takes a lot of courage to just kind of overcome it. Get that acceptance about where you are, what's going on for you. And then getting the right help, really. So I wish him well. Glorious church. Preston, Minster. Gets a little bit more run down. The further you walk out of the town centre. Take a look at the mirages over there. I don't know if they're still in there. Do you know if they're still in use then, mate?
Sorry?
See the mirages?
Oh, people living in there, yeah.
Are they still living in there?
I think so, yeah.
They look like they're ready to come down, don't they? Yeah. Apparently all them three are going. And they're staying, because they're both privately owned. Yeah, so this is just the grounds of the church. A few people there having a bevy. Catching a raise. Out the way of everyone else, in all fairness. Not causing any harm. And then you've got the 12 cellars. Some lovely architecture here. Fresh and fast Caribbean and Mexican cuisine. How does that work? Caribbean and Mexican. Not a bit of me, that. Just been bin bagged, lad.
Hey?
Have you just been bin bagged?
What?
Have you just been bin bagged?
Nah, lad.
Oh, haven't you? Okay. That was an arboozer, that weren't it, the old jogs in?
Are you coppers?
Do I look like a busy? Then again, you don't even know what busies look like these days.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm a vlogger, my mate.
Someone's robbed 200 quid, man. They're gonna get put in a box for it.
Someone's who off you? Someone's robbed 200 quid and gonna get put in a box. Living in a box. Living in a cardboard box. Beat Streets Cafe Bar. No longer. Being burnt out, that. Set on fire. An insurance shop. Insurance job.
What's going on?
Insurance job, that weren't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Set on fire. How long's that been like that, you know?
Oh, I think it's 1 year.
About a year?
Yeah.
Okay. How long really, is it?
No, long days.
Muay Thai boxing gym. Let's check a little bit more around the town. I don't even know where the town is or what the town's about. It's all over the gaff. So cosmetically the front of the town centre looks okay. Then you've got this, the backyard, you've got it, look. Cock and balls. Underneath, pussy liquor. That's a new one, isn't it? But yeah, the back streets, all rough as fuck. That's a big dick there. Fucking hell. Wonder what inspires them to draw such art like that. It's a big one, isn't it? The cock and balls. Very difficult to draw. Blitz. This an old dance club, this lad?
What?
Is this a nightclub or something?
Yeah, but I don't think it's still open, to be honest with you, fella.
Still open?
I'm not sure if it is.
Tell me a little bit about Preston, please.
It's like it's a parody of its own Monopoly board version of itself.
I like that. Where's that?
It's just a place where, and of course I'm going on the internet because you're an auditor, aren't you?
No, I'm not an auditor, I'm just a vlogger.
Alright, that's alright.
I'm not here to take the piss out of anyone.
I just think it's the kind of place, I've lived in Preston my entire life, and it's
Yeah.
the kind of place where if you're from Preston you don't exist. But if you're not from Preston, roll out the red carpet. Through years and years of embittering experience, and I won't like to repeat it because you're not allowed to, are you? Can I say a little?
You say what? Yeah, you can say whatever you want, my mate.
About Starmer. At the moment, we've got a guy attacked by a Tory-owned press that hasn't really done anything that bad yet. Nothing really bad. Whereas the Tories themselves, who own the press, can throw us into austerity, deny us education, roll it out for the, like the son of the Shah of Ratspur or something like that. If you're from another nation, you're all right. Austerity. The other day, a bunch of Labour guys, I don't know if the Labour are just lefties now. They don't stand for anything. They really don't stand for a single thing. There's not an atom. There's not an atom of meaning in being a lefty, the lefty type. And they're all there. Do you want to, sign this thing? What's this? It's to get, Starmer out of power. Why is that? What has he done wrong yet? Exactly. Has he done anything wrong yet? Because of all persecution, of all witch hunts I've ever seen, of all, sharpen the pitchforks, numbskulls, because we're an angry mob. The angry mob is Tory owned, it owns the media gives us our opinions, we go out and we parrot them unconsciously without even, and no one's above it. I found myself, the only reason there's no freedom of speech is because it's Sir Keir Starmer, the only reason there's no houses is because of Sir Keir, and it isn't. It's like, we'll take your home away from you, your family away from you, which you'll never have. Let's face it. Call you a racist once we've stripped all that away from you, roll out the red carpet for every nation under the earth. So the idea is, at the moment, that Sir Keir has started and is the sole muppet responsible for austerity. But it's not Sir Keir. It really isn't. And I'll tell you, the lefties, we're lefties, whatever that means, that's what we're all about. That divide the family unit, that are against the heterosexual white man at the moment, and there has been a war levelled square against the enemy that is the white heterosexual male. He is in the crosshairs of all national organised hatred. It's in every single institution, it's in higher education, it's in employment, which he has no place being involved in now, because give that to whosoever in the family smells. Across our national boundaries, on the other side of our sea-girt shores, there'll be someone to give all that we've put into the system, just hand it to them. Just fucking hand it all over to them and stamp and spit upon our own. Sir Keir, right? So you've got the lefties now trying to oust our Labour leader.
Yeah.
And I signed it. I did sign it. So what's this about? Your Labour? Yes, we are. So why? But you want the leader? You want to Ides march your own leader?
Yeah, but don't you think
again?
But in some ways he has lied to the public, hasn't he?
What do you mean?
With the policies.
I didn't like that Southport thing. I thought that was a real bullshit fest.
So they were hiding a lot of things, and I can understand the anger, and I can appreciate your view with the fact that he's only been in for what? Is a year, is it?
I don't know about that. To be honest with you, but it's people have a problem with him because they don't know what the guy's all about.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with the last bunch of Labour leaders was they did know what they were about, and that wasn't good enough for them. The Miliband's, they go back to Ralph Miliband, so good solid stuff, right? We don't want that. We don't want authenticity. We're the fucking left. We do that, whatever that means. You know what I mean? Where are the gulags? Can we set some gulags up for heterosexual white males? But this austerity thing, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk about austerity in history, in British history in particular. Without Treaty of Versailles, without all that sort of stuff, very simply this happens. A war to end all wars, great fucking result that was, because it immediately begat another world war to end all wars, which immediately begat a fucking Cold War situation that lasted the remainder of the rest of the fucking half century, and then triggered a load of wars. So that's all nabs, right? All lot of bollocks, right? But First World War, fucking millions dead, thrown against the razor wire. You know, we can have remembrance days, and there's a silhouette of a guy holding a fucking rifle, you know, and all the pathos we can squeeze out of that silhouette. But austerity, we have used austerity to destroy other nations.
Yeah.
We did it to a little country at the centre of Europe called Germany. And for those who don't watch the fucking sugar-coated History Channel where no one got hurt during this thing called the Holocaust, oh shit, here's a great white shark. We started that. We began that under David Lloyd George. I'm going to quote his exact words: to squeeze the pips till they squeak. As in to get them by the...
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And so they disempowered the Deutschmark, and so the average German walks into a bakery with a fucking wheelbarrow filled like that. Of course it's the Jews' fault, of course, as well as black people and disabled. So, you know what I mean, the fact that I have all these Deutschmarks in a fucking wheelbarrow must be the fault of, say, people with Down syndrome. But yeah, austerity. So Sir Keir apparently has begun austerity. It's funny because I've been living in it and so has everyone else been up to here with it since roughly Cameron Osborne, neo-conservatives, threw us into something called austerity and started talking about somewhere called Broken Britain. But even while this was fucking happening, people were forgetting that it was happening, as though it wasn't happening before their own fucking eyes. And so, Sir Keir, austerity. David Cameron, George Osborne, you know, we're all in it together, those creeps. And I can still quote the fucking tax figures as well, but I won't, right? Cameron Osborne and IDS, Ian Duncan Smith, IDS.
You're very knowledgeable on all this, aren't you?
I hate them. I've been on the sharpened end of it all.
You've actually, you've got a mad resentment with all them, I can see.
But there's nowhere for the anger to go.
I know, I can hear it, mate, I can hear it.
It drives you nuts. About 5 minutes ago, I saw a guy walk down here, just swearing like fuck to himself, frustrated. Complete dissociation is what that is. Phenomenon of dissociation.
So what do you do with yourself?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fine.
If I don't give it, if my country don't give a shit about me enough to make things a bit fucking easy, if I can go away for 10 years, you know, and read Shakespeare, Milton, fucking Dante, Homer, everything, steep myself up to here with it, and then some bloke from fucking Saudi Arabia that can hardly speak a word of English gets told that he's brilliant, and the works of Shakespeare and Milton and Dante and Homer go through Windows 7. Nah, illiterate.
It's a shame, innit? It's a shame, yeah.
Because a computer program isn't sophisticated enough to cope with the human mind, so it reduces it to its computer program state, and the human mind, now ancillary to fucking retarded computer programs that are way below themselves, we can't solve our own problems anymore. But austerity, right, I'll tell you what happened with these fucking lefties. We want Sir Keir out because of all the dreadful things he's not even done. So we want Sir Keir out, you know, fucking lefties that should know that the fucking banks and the fucking media is owned by the fucking neocons. And that they've all been reading Ayn Rand Atlas Shrugged. They're all reading that. You know, let's do away with healthcare, let's do away with that, let's do away with education, let's do away with all this shit. It's a socialist disaster. It will lead to the extermination camp. We've done away with all that. We've done away with all of that shit, right? They've waged economic warfare against us since 2007, 2008, because we ended up in a fucking credit crunch that was none of our fault. So they've not persecuted those dealing with subprime mortgages. They've gone, right, whose fault wasn't it? Let's persecute them. Let's stamp all over them. Let's deny them the chance to breed.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
And these fucking clueless lefties, oh, we want to get rid of the Kia. Oh, how very fucking lefty of you to get rid of your own leader again. Which proves to me that you have more than freedom of speech. So, I signed it. Oh, I'm fucking disgusted. My teeth were grinding. I signed it, Ian Duncan Smith. I flicked the fucking pen in the face.
But again, you know what, lad? Thanks. So this club's closed then?
It's close.
That was the question. Take care.
Take care, fella.
So yeah, it's either open or it's closed. One of the two. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him in an argument. He was absolutely fuming. And he wanted to know whether Blitz nightclub was still open. But he had to get that off his chest, so it is what it is. So, is there just one strip of the town centre which is okay cosmetically, and then you've got this, the rest of it just runs down and in decay? Is this shutting? Is this closing, is it?
4 o'clock, mate.
How are we, lad?
Is she alright here?
She's sleeping, she's not responding, so we're getting the police to remove her.
Okay, so remove her? Or to...
Like, get her to move on.
She's just having a nap. Here they are now.
You're right. You the officer they've sent to ask her to move on. We've tried speaking to her and she's just not responding.
We are, and they sent someone. They sent someone the other way.
Well, CCTV said it, but like, we've had about 4 police cars go past and not.
I haven't heard a job. Who is it?
It's just some homeless woman, but we've tried speaking to her. She's breathing, but she's just not responding.
The last one. When the next TikTok coming out?
Tonight?
Is that actually?
Not this one, nah, this one's not going out tonight.
No, go on. What's the TikTok called again?
What's that?
What's it called your TikTok again, pal?
Billy Moore, say hello.
Billy what? You alright, mate?
Alright, mate.
Alright, mate, how's it going? Everyone, vote Reform UK, Nigel Farage, get him in. Innit?
Take care.
Coming from my brain lad himself. Get him in.
Would you vote for Reform?
Nigel Farage,
Yeah.
get him in.
There you go.
She's begging her. Didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Not begging.
No, not really.
Not disrupting other members of the public.
No,
I
but
can ask her. But I'm not going to force her. She's nowhere else to go. I can't force her, mate. All right.
Yeah.
She's on the street, isn't she? At the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you feel like she's an undesirable?
Sorry, bud.
Do you feel like she's an undesirable?
No.
Okay, fair play.
When she's
She's
obviously
struggling.
This canopy's our property. Like past the canopy, it's not our property. So, like, basically, the shopping centre holds a certain part where it's private property, where they're not allowed to kind of be. So, really, like, she can go anywhere else, but she can't be here, really.
So you own. Really?
Yeah.
This is a public pathway?
Yeah, it's open to the public, but it's still private property from the canopy downwards. So,
Right. Well, I'll ask her to move away from the camera.
thank you, mate. I appreciate
If we can
that.
get anything from her, that is.
So if she can move here?
Excuse me. In theory, yeah.
Okay. So, this young lady can't sleep under the canopy.
How long has she been here for?
But she can sleep here. So we'll roll her over.
Is that alright? Are you tired?
She's shattered.
Hello? Are you okay? Give me 5 minutes of your time.
It's mad, that, isn't it? That's baffling, that. She can't sleep under that, but she can sleep here. I'm baffled.
You alright? You're not hurt or anything, are you? No?
You can actually lie there and get your head down if you want. I'll get you a pillow.
I wouldn't advise it with the buses coming past. It's a bit tired, isn't it? She can go somewhere.
Take care, Sarah. That's sad. Ben, okay, so you understand that, you know, you've got to do your job, but how did you feel about that young girl having to move?
I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? Like, obviously, I understand why she's there, the shelter, the shade, and obviously all of that. But unfortunately, because it's on private property, there's nothing we can do.
Have you been told by the powers that be to move it on?
Yeah, basically, by my bosses, we've got a set area where we're not allowed to let people kind of.
But in your heart of hearts, would you do it yourself?
No.
Fair play.
No, I'd just let her crack on. Like, it doesn't affect my life. It doesn't affect me in any way.
Yeah, fair enough, Ben. Thanks. So that's St John's Shopping Centre. We've got one of them in Liverpool. Ben, he's just doing his job, isn't he? Sometimes I think that they feel they've got more power than they really have. Right, there's Age UK. Someone's put bags there, you know, ready for when the shop opens up in the morning. I can guarantee some scruff will turn up in the car and be picking them up for himself and weighing them in. It happens all over Liverpool. The Lancaster Gate. Looks like Great Times Chinese restaurant no longer has any more Great Times, does it? Shut down, eh? You alright? She's not there.
Hello, help me.
Excuse me?
Help me.
Oh, help you, sorry.
Key.
Oh, that was a little Brazilian number. Couldn't speak a word of English. She eventually found where she was going. When I was walking past her, she was going, help, help! Fucking shit myself. Big crazy jumble sale going on here. This is all the clothes from outside. The charity shops. Oh, these stink as well.
Keep it down.
You just keep it here.
What's that building, do you know? Any idea? Any idea what that building is, my mate?
This one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, no clue, mate.
No. So it looks like Runcorn have got reform and people in Preston are going the same way. To be fair, I think they're all fucking dogs. But you just got to vote for the best dog in the fight. Right, I'm going to introduce you to Lisa. Now, Lisa, you've been on the streets for how long?
We've been on now, say, 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
You're all right, lad?
Love you, mate.
And you too, my mate.
God bless you all.
Thank you very much. So, what went wrong for you?
Basically, it's the drugs. My partner died 6 months ago of cancer down below. And then I ended up dying to give his house to his daughter. And then I got in a care home. I was clean off the crack 3 months. And then basically, like an idiot, I ended up drinking in my room, so I had to leave. So then, basically, the council was struggling to get me somewhere, because if they had legs, I'd be able to get somewhere straight away.
Yeah, how did you lose both legs?
Truthfully, through drugs.
Yeah.
5 years ago. And I've been clean off the heroin now 5 years.
To lose one's bad enough, but to lose both of them, Lisa?
Well, I was going to die, and the day it was septicemia.
Yeah.
And you had to have 6 hours to do surgery. And then I woke up 3 months later in a induced coma. So I'm lucky to be alive.
6 months later?
No, 3 months later in a induced coma.
So you woke up 3 months later?
And then I realised what was happening, and I've gone, there's a hole in the bed.
Yeah.
And then it was hard, but then I stopped injecting, and that's why I had a crack pipe and I ended up taking crack. And I've never touched a needle since, that's why all my arms are clean.
Yeah.
And I drink now and again. But basically, they said, I've got social worker, mental health, and Red Rose, Foxton, I'm my drug worker, and he said, because I've got no legs, it's going to take a long time because I need to get me a wet room around downstairs property.
Yeah.
I've got learning difficulties and that, but I do get bullied a lot. But now I'm with him, I don't.
So this is your fella, innit? He looks
Yes.
after you, doesn't he?
Yes, he's lovely.
What's
yeah.
your name, mate? Daniel. Daniel, nice to meet you, Daniel.
Mine's Lisa Marie Banks.
You had a little bit of fear, didn't you? You were saying because you thought he was going to fuck you off.
Yes, I did. I really did, because he's so good looking, and I'm a bit like, I know I'm not stunning and not ugly, but in between, but I'm a bit thingy about my legs.
You're beautiful. Take no notice of what you're telling yourself.
No, but when I met him, and then when he went to jail, I thought he won't want me. But then, when he come out of jail, and he was telling everyone, "Where's Lisa? Where's Lisa?" And there was all lines saying, "We don't know, we don't know." But then when I seen him, you'll laugh at this, and he's come up to me, he's gone, "Ah, yeah." I've gone. And he goes, "You can't recognise it's me, Danny." And then he kissed me.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I was shocked. I feel usually I'm upset and everything. And then, but then I'm
Danny's
happy.
you go there from Greece.
Innit? But he's good looking. But no, I'm like, now I'm happy, smiling, because I feel, God, I must be quite pretty because he's good looking. And he even said to me last night, he went, "I really, you are beautiful, I love you."
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
And he said to people, "I'm not bothered that she's got no legs, she's got a hat and she's a pretty girl, and she don't get the piss like other other girls, like go behind the back, rob the money and just use people."
Yeah.
And I'm so happy because he likes me for me.
That's nice. So have you been sleeping on the streets then?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
So, but tomorrow they've opened a new homeless place.
Okay, tomorrow?
No, they've opened it a week ago,
Yeah.
but we can go tomorrow to the council,
Yeah.
and you can stay there like for like a week, 2 weeks, and then they'll actually get us somewhere to live.
Oh, well, that's good then, isn't
So
it, really?
I'm so I'm happy.
That's positive. When's that up? It opened last week?
Last week, and it's like a night shelter.
What's it called for people who need to go?
It's, don't know what it's called, but you know, where did they say it was? Come on. Oh, is it Home Bargains? Yeah. Home Bargains round there.
Yeah.
And it's just near there. And if they want to go there, you go to council, and it's the night shelter team, and there's one called Naomi, and you see them, they give you sleeping bags, and then you put your name down.
Yeah.
You've got to be in there by 10 o'clock at night. You have your own room. There's only one room for a person with a dog, but a double bed, and one room for someone in a wheelchair.
There's you.
And that's me.
It's right, good stuff. So a little bit of routine, a little bit of discipline.
So I'll be happy. Yeah, 10 o'clock at night, you've got to leave for 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They treat you like queen and king. They give you food, hot meals, brews, pop, crisps, nice clean sheets. You can wash your clothes. You can have a nice shower.
Just the simple things, innit?
Yeah.
And
it's nice.
That's enough for you, isn't it?
And I love it. Like I hate it when Foxton don't have clean clothes.
Yeah.
But it's charity. But like today, someone came to me and I went, "Excuse me, you've got any spare change or food?" He went, "Are you okay?" I said, "I've got dirty clothes on." I went, "Could you do me a favour instead of giving me some food or money? Could you get me a clean top and pants from the charity shop?" They went, "Of course we can." But this was supposed to be £4, and this, the man said, "Because you're homeless, we'll do that for £2, so £6. And then I went straight into the toilets, had a street wash.
He still charge you?
What?
He charged you?
What? No, £2 for these.
He charged you £2?
No, the woman and man.
Okay, we bought it for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Instead
fair play.
of, didn't want money, I wanted clean clothes, and I would get quitted.
I'd have give you them for nothing.
I know you would have. I love Scots accent. I really do.
So where are you originally from?
Originally from Lancaster, Morecambe and Children's Homes.
Ah, yeah. So you've had a bit of a tough upbringing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on in the background for you to.
Yeah.
That's contributed to where you are today, really. You didn't just wake up one day and say, "I'm going to take drugs, I'm going to become a drug addict, I'm going to wreck my life, I'm going to lose my legs."
No.
No, you had dreams. You're a young girl. You know, you had a family and.
But I met my mum when I was 14, because you always not want to know your mum's like. See that scar there?
Yeah.
I met my mum, and she was in the room, and she's gone, and I said, "What are you doing, Mum?" She's gone, "It's the best feeling in the world, it's better than sex." And I've been on the Trisha Goddard show.
Yeah.
And she...
You have?
Yeah, and she got me on heroin, and then she started selling me. And then we ended up going to Trisha's show in London, and she paid for the tickets there and back. And we went on the show, and they've gone, "Angela Simpson, have you been injecting your daughter with heroin at age 14-year-old? And then she's gone, "No." Did the drug test, and it come back that she did. And then my mum's gone, "This is a setup, this is a setup." And
In denial.
in denial,
Yeah.
and a woman's going back round, come here love, I'll be a mum to you, and she cuddled me.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she ended up falling out with my mum and that, and then I ended up getting arrested and life going bad. And then I always blame my mum. If my mum never did that, I think I never would have lost my legs. So I'm on methadone now, I've been on it 5 years. The best thing in the world that I've got on the methadone, and this happened because now I hate needles.
It's a sad story, that. And you know what, right? You're a lovely person, you can see that.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a lovely way about you, and I want to say, you know, thank you for having a little chat with me.
Yeah.
And you two, my mates, and I wish you both well in this new venture, in this hospital, right? Take care.
Thank you.
How sad is that? Her mum was injecting her when she was 14 years old with heroin. Fucking hell, that's shocking, that. Lovely, lovely, lovely spirit of person. Anyway, let's move on. Can I ask you a quick question? Who would you be voting for in the next election?
Don't know.
No idea?
No idea, no.
People are saying reform, what would you say?
I probably wouldn't vote.
Who?
Wouldn't vote at all.
If you're in prison, say there's 80,000 prisoners and they won't let you vote, where does their vote go?
Sorry, what?
So say there's 80,000 prisoners
Yeah.
in the UK who are not allowed to vote.
Yeah.
Where does their vote go? Who takes that vote?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they can't vote if
Yeah.
it's for the status quo.
Yeah. Do you believe that's what happens? I believe that's what happens. That, like,
I don't know.
anyway, I'm just asking questions. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Right, I've been asking everyone. Right, nice one. Right, that's it from Preston. Loads of mad, crazy convos. Just gonna head home. But once again, thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone who's contributed to the channel.